I'm A.A. Rashid, and we about to vent. These streets right now. Yeah.
Oh, I had to go hold you, man. I don't think I'm about to wrap up, man. But before I do, is there anything you in particular like to vent on that we didn't touch on?
Like what?
In general. Something you want to skill fit or like that. Like
I only build off questions.
So, let's do it. I think like this shit was super fun. I think you dropped, man. That's all. Appreciate you, Ken.
My brother.
Yeah.
No question.
Thank you.
No question.
No, but we right, man. We good. Let the people know how they get in touch with you and stuff like that.
Through the Instagram is brilliant. The people that made. I seen this movie called The Twerkmentary. I swear to God, I seen it at the Wilshire in L.A. And the director name was Spaghettio, and she had the person that made up the hashtag. You heard? The hashtag. Now, this is the interesting thing. You remember, where you from in Brooklyn?
I'm from the style.
You from the style. Now, if you hashtag Bed-Stuy, your sentimentality of how you feel about Bed-Stuy will not reflect in the hashtag. You're going to see, before you get to the black people and the shit that they've allocated for us to venerate, you're going to go through mad pilgrims that came here just to hashtag that they in a risky, taking a chance. And I'm not thinking to this. Look, white folks, y'all crazy.
How many
first of all,
in front of Marcy?
No, listen. First of all, this part of Brooklyn is very sacred. This part, downtown Brooklyn, anybody close to Fort Greene, you are, not only are you next to where they made the ships for World War II, you also, anytime you go into Fort Greene Park, white folks, this your little Candyman moment, right? You in that park with dead bodies. It's 10,000 remains of body parts of soldiers that they could not be buried, right? The majority of people that fought in those wars, the Civil Revolutionary War, if you couldn't be buried, you were either on the opposite side of the conflict or you was a person of color. You heard? So a lot of people in brownstones in Brooklyn, you don't know that it's dead people in the back of your brownstone. A lot of people, the brownstones is old as fuck. A lot of them is from the turn of the century, King. You heard? So back in the day, if I lived there, I'm buried. You bury granddaddy, grandma, great-grandma, great-great-grandma, great-great-great-great in the backyard. You heard? They be right there. So when you go to brownstones, when you coming down the stairs in old brownstones, there's always this nook right there where you could put like an altar. That was if they had a funeral in the house. When they take the casket down the stairs, right? They need that nook to fit it so they can get down to the steps and walk you down the steps, put you in the car if they need, or take you out back to put you in the backyard. You heard? Because that's your property. So imagine how many people is living around remains with their feelings. You feel like you smarter than black people. You feel like you living in a fucking Stephen King horror film. You think that you possessed by your ambition to sell mayonnaise in the hood. You think that you lit because you got Wi-Fi and you selling whack-ass pastries and stupid-ass greeting cards, right? And a fucking shit, right? Where people was economically depressed. Good luck with that. You heard? This is AA. We just vented. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.